ever wonder why you can't do all of the affirmations and all of the journaling and still feel stuck sometimes? You're basically a licensed therapist at this point. The amount of shadow work you've done, and yet here you are, still anxious, still triggered by that one random song on the radio, right? You remember that? Because there's a reason for that. The things in your subconscious are locked inside. And things that we call triggers are the unhealed elements, the experiences that are linked like a song or a certain scent or anything, a million and one things it could be. They can trigger us to bring back that experience. Once you heal that experience, that trigger is no longer part of you, or it diminishes level by level once you start healing it and recognizing it. Now, it's not because you're broken. It's not because you haven't done enough work. It's because healing doesn't just happen up here. It also happens all over your body. And that, my beautiful human, is where somatic work comes in. Now, somatic work is basically body-based healing. That's all it is. Because trauma, or I like to call it impactful moments like stress and fear, they don't just live in your memories. They live in your tissues, in your muscles, in your nervous system. Ever have a weird moment where someone said something totally harmless, right? And suddenly your body tenses up and you're about to go into fight or flight, okay? Like fighting like a lion, like ready to defend yourself, or that trigger just came up. Well, yeah, that's not you being dramatic. That's your nervous system running on a program, a subconscious file that your body saved years ago, or it could have been just yesterday, who knows? Because neuroscience shows between birth, but I really say pre-birth, and about 7 years old, your brain is basically a sponge, a download center. Everything, all of your experiences, the good, the bad, the confusing, they get stored in your subconscious, and your body acts like a backup hard drive to it. We're just a supercomputer to life, which would be fine if your body only saved the cute stuff, right? That would be amazing. But no, it also saves your childhood fears, your heartbreaks, your moments of not feeling safe. And when you don't release that stuff, it doesn't disappear, my love. It just hangs on till something pokes at it, like a trigger. You've just met your unprocessed, impactful files. They're like, the pop-up ads that you never asked for. You just want to dismiss them, but you can't. I'll be honest with you, okay? I spent years trying to outthink my healing. I was journaling like a madwoman, reading all the self-help books I can get and all the YouTube videos, doing all the meditation, saying all the mantras and affirmations. But then I'd walk into a room, okay, hear a certain tone of voice, and boom, can you guess? My whole body would shut down. I felt small. I felt powerless. I felt like a little kid again. Meanwhile, my brain was like, girl, we're grown up. What are you doing? And my body was like, panic, 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 Then, when I realized healing isn't just cognitive, it's somatic. It is linked to the body. It's all in one. You can't just isolate the brain thinking that's where you heal it. It's all interconnected. It's cellular. It's felt. I want to share something with you that I do in my session, which is super important to me. Now, I'm a hypnotherapist, and I'm not your typical hypnotherapist because I'm also a spiritual medium. So I kind of do a combo session, but When I do my hypnotherapy session and go to the impactful moments and release them and rewire those moments and convert them, I then scan the body. Super important for me because those emotions and feelings, they don't leave the body. They're stuck there. And when they're not released, when it's there for a long time or however long really, that can create diseases. The longer they're there for, the bigger and the more impactful the ailment or the disease can be, okay? So when I scan the body in a client, let's say it's a heartbreakful situation they had, I scan their body. Let's say they go to the heart. Now, that emotion is still there. We talk to the organs. You could say it's silly all day long, but I understand, and there's so much research and scientific evidence, like Dr. Emoto did the experiment with the liquid and the frequency of each of the sounds of the vibration. Words that were very negative and very heavy, they, in their pattern, their formation, they were disrupted. They were not aligned. They were kind of just going everywhere. So words and emotions, their frequency, vibration, they go into our bodies. So when I scan the body, I release that stagnant energy and we fill it with something else. And the reason why I mention it is because that's how I work. It's a combo. I know that it's not only reprogramming the mind and healing those aspects, it's the body too. It's one and the same. So my therapy is very unique. I created it. I created it over years and then doing it on clients, obviously, right? What works, what doesn't work. And I did it based on the results of the clients. Also, I include a subliminal custom recording that I give to the clients after the session because the other thing super important is repetition. And the repetition in the mind and the body. Like anything, right? Like training a muscle. So repetition is super important. Now, somatic work teaches you to feel safely without getting stuck there. It teaches you to listen to your body language, like when you have a tight chest, okay? Or those frozen shoulders. That urge to run away or freeze or lock up, they're all signs and signals. They're invitations for you to understand where that blockage is. That's where it's stuck there. Now, let's try something super simple right now, okay? Are you ready? If you're not, pause the video. Now, I'm going to do a mini somatic exercise with you. So sit or stand comfortably, as long as you're comfortable, not driving a car preferably, but this is not a hypnosis, so it should be fine. Now I want you to take a deep breath in with me, like you're filling your whole entire belly, okay? Inhale. And exhale, like you're sighing out all of the tension. A real big dramatic sigh like this. I even think of thoughts when I do that. So you can think of thoughts while you release that breath. It works too. You're releasing those thoughts and that energy. It's the quantum world we live in, right? So now, gently shake your hands out, okay? Just shake them out. You can shake yourself. Now just wiggle your fingers and wrists and move your body around, okay? Just shake it out, shake it out. Imagine you're really shaking off the energy, and you could even brush it off. I do some of these. That's brushing off the energy. I even do it from the top of my body and behind my head. I go all the way and brush it down my feet, out. And then I go like this. That's energetic. We are electromagnetic beings. Did you know our hands are super electromagnetic, okay? The bottom of our feet and our hands. And I have a really interesting story to share with you in another video, but I'll just give you a little tidbit about it. I had a very impactful awakening where my hands, the palm of my hands, the bottom of my feet, and some points on my elbows and my knees, I had a very strange reaction on my hands that happened a few times a year, and I knew it was coming because there was little circles on my hands. It lasted for a few years. Came out of nowhere and left just as easily. So I went to the disease specialist, them trying to figure out what it is. Nobody freaking knew what it was. It was just the unknown. Later on, I realized that the bottom of our palms, the bottom of our feet, and also points here, which is the elbow and the kneecaps, those are energetic points where energy comes in and goes out. Typically, this hand, which is the left hand, okay, the energy comes in, and typically on the right hand, the energy goes out. Same thing with the feet. So, super important to understand because we are electromagnetic beings, okay? We are just a current flowing through us. That's how our heart beats. And that's how our blood flows and so many other things that uses the electromagnetic field inside of us. Now, finally, place a hand on your chest, okay? And one on your belly, which I don't know if you can see over here, but I want you to just breathe for a few seconds. And notice what is alive in me right now. Notice your body. Be aware of your body and feel it. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the pulsations. There's no judgment. There's no fixing. Just noticing, just bringing awareness to your body. Now, congratulations. You did some somatic work with me and got a little information about me and some scientific quantum stuff, right? So, super cool. Now, if you got even a tiny sense of relief from that, imagine what happens when you make somatic work part of your life. There's so many of them that I plan on doing in another video. There's just so much to talk about in somatic work. Now, you deserve to feel safe inside in your own body again. You deserve to feel free and light and alive. If you want to go even deeper, to uncover more of what's living in your subconscious and start clearing those old pop-up ads for good, I've got something special for you. Now, check out my free ebook. Now, it's called This Book Knows Things About You. It's free for now. Because once you read even a few pages, you'll be amazed how much it understands you. It's like your soul left me a breadcrumb trail and I just picked up on it. Or it could be the fact that I'm psychic, but either or. Now, the link is below or in the comments somewhere, okay? Grab it while it's free because I always change the offers from time to time. So now I made it from the heart, from me to you. You are enough. You always were. You were born that way, and that's how you're going to depart this world complete. Now, let's help your body remember this, okay? And say that to yourself. Say it out loud. I am enough. I am powerful. Repeat it in your mind. Your body listens to everything you say. So I want to thank you for sticking around to this video all the way to the end. And just remember, I love you, I appreciate you, and you are enough. You always are and will be, regardless of what anybody says. The only person that you need to listen to is yourself. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.